Hello, my dudes. If you're watching on playback, I'm going on tour in September, which is not far now, and I would love to have you. So please do come down and join me. It would mean the whole gosh darn world. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. There's lots of exciting stuff that I'm gonna miss out on. I've also got to stage it next week, and it'd be amazing to have you at that as well. Don't know how I just managed to change the whole white balance of my shot, but there we go. I've seen a few people asking about the sub-only mode in the chat. Yeah. I just figured that it might be a good... Either I'll get a subscriber out of it, or... or I'll just not get as much hatred. Not that I get much hate, I'm very, very lucky, but like sometimes people just kind of come in and disrupt the mood a little bit, and that's not what we want here on the Friday Night Live stream. This is actually a dress. It's a whole gosh darn dress, which was very comfortable when I put it on this morning. Not as comfortable when I had my massive dinner. Just gonna say that. Put that out there for free. Hello everyone in the chat. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Yeah, it's definitely my end. Yeah, it's picking up on that. Oh well. Yeah, like a lot's happened since the last time we spoke. Some stuff I can and some stuff I can't talk about, which is always really fun. I think people think I enjoy not being able to talk about certain things. It's not true. If I could just keep you guys up to date with everything all the time, I absolutely would. What is this dress? Ignore it. Ignore it. The stress was like £12. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're not watching and you're listening, because I know a lot of people listen, it's just a flowery dress. That's it. That is all. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Today is a weird day. If you haven't checked my social media, I posted about the fact that it's been 10 gosh darn years. 10 whole years since my life changed so dramatically. Literally overnight. Where my audition aired and everything became different. I woke up the next day to literally being on the front cover of like newspapers and things like that, which, as you can imagine, as like a 16-year-old, that's a bit bizarre, isn't it? How one minute you're in school and you're just doing your school stuff, and then the next minute you're on the front page of newspapers. Very, very weird, very strange. And I alluded in my post online that it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. And I'm willing to take some questions today, actually, in regards to X Factor. If you want to ask a few, you can, and I can't guarantee that I'll answer them, but I'm usually quite closed off about answering my X Factor related questions because it was a very, very dark time for me. I've probably explained this before on live stream, but it was it was a hard time, not because of the show. It was just I was in a really bad place. If you're familiar with my journey, you'll know that like I've been in sobriety now for 6 years almost. That would be 6 years now. I've been in sobriety, which is just a crazy world in and of itself, and I'm very, very lucky and I'm very blessed to be in a good place with all that at the moment. I am clean and sober and living a much easier life than I used to be. I got a lot of people asking, was I drinking during the show? No, I wasn't. I had a few drinks once or twice during that time. I wasn't yet an alcoholic by that point. I was destined to be an alcoholic is what my belief is. But yes, a decade of Janet. What a great 10 years for all of us to see your growth. Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate that. That means the world. Yeah, so, it's been a rocky 10 years, but the past 6 have definitely been much easier for me since getting clean and sober. As you can imagine, I was definitely making my life much more difficult than it needed to be. But I think a lot of people have a big misconception and they think that the show was the reason for my issues, and it wasn't. I'd already I'd already, I hate to use these words, so trigger warnings ahead if you're sensitive to um, buzzwords to do with mental health. I'm just going to put that one out there because I'm not going to go into too much detail. But, I was self-harming from 12 years old. I was anorexic by 15. And I had already been SA'd by 15 years old. So I wasn't exactly on like the easiest path in life already. But I sure as hell didn't make it easier for myself as I progressed into those things. But as far as the show goes, the reason why I went on that show, and I said it in my post, was I just wanted to know whether or not I could sing. I genuinely, when I try to explain to people how little confidence I had in myself, it's very difficult. Like, I genuinely didn't believe that I could even sing. And that was my main reason for going on the show. In my head was, like, if anyone is going to tell me the truth about my singing voice, I'm pretty sure Simon Cowell would tell me whether or not I could sing. Simon ended up not being a judge for that year. But that was my aim with going on there, was to just find out whether or not I could do it. And I think that's my main thing that the show gave me, was getting me the confidence to pursue music. Times definitely weren't easy during the show. I was getting a lot of online hate. I was getting a lot of real life hate as well. I said that in my post, that like there was times where I couldn't walk down the street without people being just mean to me. And that was very difficult to process, because like now I look at it and I'm like, I was 16 years old. I was a baby. But I don't think people really I don't think people understood mental health the way that they understand mental health now. And it's only been 10 years, but like a lot has changed in 10 years. Like, I don't think you'd see grown people shouting at a child the way that I got shouted at as a child anymore. I think people would be like, oh, that is not going to affect their mental health in a good way. Should probably not do that. Whereas I was definitely living in the wild, wild west, in real life and online. Like, it was definitely a crazy time. And I know people still do death threats and stuff like that, but it was pretty rough. Remember your picture in your undies? What was this rumor? There was definitely a rumor going around that someone had a photograph of me in my underwear, and X Factor paid it off so that they didn't post it. But I have zero recollection of ever being in my underwear in a photo as a 16-year-old. And if so, that shit wouldn't float. That shit would not float these days. To leak someone's like photos of them in their underwear would have floated then. It would have happened. But yeah, like, am I saying that photo doesn't exist? I don't know. To be completely honest, I'd already had a few nights where I'd tried specific things that rhyme with pugs. And yeah, I was in a comfortable place with like my friends and things like that. But could someone have taken a photo? Potentially. Could someone have tried leaking that photo? Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah. But at 16, that's not technically pornography in the UK, because a 16-year-old is technically, you can consent and stuff. So I don't think if that photo leaked, it would have been considered what it may be considered in other countries. But anyway, I definitely remember that was a thing. And I remember it was a controversy. So yeah, wild, wild west. But I don't regret my time going on the show, absolutely not. And I'm very proud of, managing to make it to the very proud of managing to make it to 10 years of still being in the industry, still making music, still going. What, we're like over 50 songs released now, which is amazing. So yeah. There is the gong. The gong is still here. You just can't see it. I'm not going to move my whole setup just to show the gong. Why is my phone beeping? Oh, it's notifications from Twitter and Instagram. That's cool. Amazing. We are proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Genuinely, I think today was a nice day of reflection and just genuinely thinking about how much has happened. You know, a whole life has passed me by. And I think I've seen other people posting about it because I'm obviously friends with ones who were on this show the same year as me, and I see their posts on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, it's gone by in the blink of an eye," and I'm like, "Has it? Has it?" Because it feels like it's been every year I've lived every single year. Maybe the last few have gone a bit quicker than normal, but those years, like especially I think like the first 5, they were long years. Mental, you know. It was definitely worth doing, but was it hard? Extremely. Yes. But I'm not taking away anything from my experience on the show or anything like that. It was just certain circumstances made it difficult. You know, like I couldn't reach my parents. I couldn't, talk to anyone. It was incredibly isolating, but we did it and we made through and we're still going and we're still getting new fans every day, which is insane to think about because I genuinely like would have thought that would have been the end, like, a few years ago, like when I didn't think it would keep going, but I'm so glad it has. I'm so glad we're still going. I'm so glad that we're still growing. I'm so glad that I'm still releasing stuff. I'm sorry I've had a ball like of a week, Ed. William, hello. Will there be new merch for the tour? Maybe. It's not just me who's worked hard, though. My team have worked incredibly hard. Thank you so much, Leslie. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. This week, it's 3 years ago you came and visited. Wow! That's amazing. I hope you realize how talented you are now. I think in this industry, talent can only really get you so far. A lot of it is luck. Am I excluding myself from the luck? Absolutely no way. I've had a different kind of luck than other people have had, and I'm just blessed. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I think sometimes I do struggle to see that I what people would say talented or whatever. Like, I get that, but I also I just think a lot of it's hard work. Not so much talent, just like grit and hard work. I'm currently making a compilation of your funny moments. Amazing. I can't wait to watch it, Luke. Thank you so much, Jack. Happy X Factor anniversary. Thank you for my message. I'm sorry it was late. I said it so many times in the video, but I was like, I'm so sorry. Shout out to Insomnia Music. Literally, big shout outs. I felt bad because I posted that photo and then I posted the grand compilation of like releases and stuff, and I was like, I feel bad because that feels like almost X Factor's getting credit for all of the hard work that Insomnia have done, when a lot of it has been Insomnia. You have the luck and you're kind-hearted and good hard worker. Thank you. A few of the most favorite things. Yeah, I definitely have things that I'm obsessed with. Sparkling water. I have an obsession with sparkling water that I can't quite put into words, and it's the closest thing to a non-addiction that I have that is very borderline on addiction. It's nice. It's a silly little thing that makes me incredibly happy, and I don't know why. Wesley, I was about to call you Weasley because of the joke. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's unbelievable. What the heck? Holy shit. Pardon my French. Sorry. Oh, we're not 30 seconds and we're okay. But still, thank you so much. Wow. The blue light's affecting you. Okay. Put it on red. Or not. There you go. I'm definitely, yeah, so sparkling water and energy drinks. For people asking what my favorite things are. I can't explain the energy drink thing. Like, I get it. I know they're bad for me, but like, I don't like drink coffee. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm a very like basic woman when it comes to my life. So yeah, I do have, oh, do you want to put it on candle mode? There we go. I don't have many things that I can just grab. But also I just like this the energy drink in the morning definitely helps me get out of bed. I'm not gonna lie. It's really useful for me getting out of bed. So absolutely yes. We've already established that you call me Weasley. I know. Oh, it's never gonna leave. Looks kind of satanic. Well. I get that people don't like sparkling water. I'm not forcing anyone to like these things. Absolutely not. Nor am I endorsing these things. I just love them. I love Percy Pigs, the veggie kind. Something about veggie Percy Pigs that will always be amazing. Was obsessed with them during X. Some things haven't changed. 16-year-old me on X Factor. 2 things I was obsessed with: Red Bull and Percy Pigs. And I'm still that person. Also, thank you, Wesley, for the super chat. I am not doing CrossFit at the moment, but I will be getting back into it after the tour. What are Percy Pigs? How do I explain Percy Pigs? They're a sweet treat here in the UK. Made by M&S. Let me see what they look like. Images. You can buy them in America now, I'm pretty sure. I think they sell them. Yeah, so that's what they look like. Just these little piggies. Oh, there's someone's tweet coming through. But anyway, them little piggies. And they're absolutely amazing. But, you know. Oh, coffee is most definitely a drug. I've been on withdrawals for that before. You've never had a Percy Pig, Jess? What? I'm gonna have to buy you a Percy Pig on tour. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. If you've never seen one before. Yeah. So apparently I still like all the same things I liked when I was a kid, and I would have been like, oh, by the time we're 26, we'll have definitely grown out of these things. No, not at all. Love your dress. Thank you so much. It's just cheap. It's nothing expensive. Why the F the emoji so big? I'm baffled. Huh. Never noticed. That might be different because I'm looking on a computer. The veggie Percy Pigs are the god tier. Yeah, absolutely. Because it kind of still creeps me out that you can get a Percy Pig with gelatin in it. Because then that's like an actual pig. And it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Buying me food is the way to my heart. Well, easily done. Oh, Records with Robin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Excited to see you in Bristol. Super excited. I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you. Super excited for the tour. Speaking of, we did our first bout of rehearsals. Definitely tiring. Definitely tiring. I feel like such a baby. Like, I sing for about 5 hours straight. And I feel like that shouldn't make me as exhausted as I am. Hi, everyone joining in as well. Anyone who is joining in, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you can speak, then that means that you are a subscriber, so that's even better. What? I'm so sorry for screaming down the mic. I'm going to turn the microphone down. What? Bob, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat. Holy hell. Wow. You can buy a lot of Percy Pigs for that. Wowzer. Since I can't imagine we're talking for 5 hours, let alone singing for that long. It is long, right? Am I being a baby? Yeah, I'm sorry. I screamed and it was too late. I'm still not over that super chat, to be honest. If you wonder why my brain's a bit skewing. I know they take like 105%, but it's the thought. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it so much. Um. Oh yeah, we have a stage on Thursday, my dudes. I'm learning songs. I was learning songs this morning before going into the office to film a little thump. There's something going out to the Patreons tonight as well. So if you're not a Patreon, do sign up. We've got exciting content for you dudes. So it was like an ASMR scream. Really relaxing. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. What instruments can I play? I think that's it's a hard question for me to answer. There's a few instruments I can play a little bit or like enough to blag or whatever, but like actual instruments I play is kind of different. Like the best one I can play is probably the Irish whistles. But my issue with playing the Irish whistle is when I get nervous, it goes straight to my hands. So I'm happy enough to sit in my room and play whistles till the cows come home. But yeah, whenever I have to perform for people, I get very nervous. Gav Owens, can't wait for your Dublin gig. Get some Percy Pigs on me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can do fast car. For the gig. Thank you so much for the super chat. Still an alcoholic? Yep, I'm still an alcoholic. I don't just grow out of it. Still stuck in the no drinking world. Okay. Fast car. Also, yes, I have cute notes. You're welcome. My handwriting's awful. What is it that pushes you to write? My life being sometimes an absolute nightmare. Sometimes self-induced, I will admit. But yeah, I struggle with my feelings. I struggle to communicate my feelings. I'm the worst person you could ever possibly date because I'll never ever tell you what you've done to annoy me, or I'll never tell you when you've done something wrong or whenever you've done something hurtful. And it can be really hard to date someone that's like that, as you can imagine. Yeah, like I find it incredibly difficult to ever express myself and my feelings in my real life. Whereas whenever I sit down and I write a song, I tend to find all of my feelings there waiting for me, and a lot of self-awareness lies at the end of a song I write, because I'll be like, oh, that thing really did annoy me, or oh, that thing really did hurt me. It tends to be a lot of the one. So They tried to make her go to rehab, and she was like, yeah, okay, that's literally me. No one was trying to make me go to rehab, but I was like, I'm gonna go to rehab because I don't want to have to deal with myself. Yeah, so I find it very, very difficult to communicate my feelings. But luckily, I'm like an open book sometimes, so you can tell I'm hurt because I show it on my face. Oh, it's very obvious. It's very obvious. I think I just need to move this mic in general. Bup. Yeah. Unless it's the other side. Boop. No, it is definitely this side. Yeah, so I really struggled to communicate. It was because I was in an abusive relationship at one point. So whenever you come out of an abusive relationship, you're afraid to communicate your feelings because anytime I would have communicated my feelings in the past, I was met with, fuck you, you know? I was met with aggression. I was met with just arguments anytime I'd open my mouth. Do I have financial worries or all sorted? I still have financial worries. I mean, I moved into my own place, which just like opened up a new set of issues. You know, all the bills are my name. Joe, I didn't see you there. Thank you so much for the gift. It's in my kitchen. I have a question. Did you photograph that? Did you draw that? Is it stunning? Is the Hitman fund still active? Imagine. But like, it's definitely difficult. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I walked away from the relationships of abuse. Yeah. Luckily that was when I was a kid, but I've known it from whenever I date people that are healthy people, and they're like, "Hey, could you not shut me out?" And I'm like, hey, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna be verbally abusive." Like I remember breaking up with a guy, and just the absolute shock of my life when they were like, "Oh, okay. I mean, that sucks because, like, I really liked you and I thought this was really going somewhere, blah, blah, blah." And I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, but they were just like, "That's all right. You know, maybe it'll work out in the future, but, like, you know, that's totally fine, you know." And I was like, "Wait, what? I've just broken up with someone and they haven't turned into a vicious, condescending arsehole." My book is still available. Yeah. Life is hard sometimes. Hell yeah. Yes, I did, and you're welcome. Joe, how on earth did you do that? How are you so calm about that? It looks unbelievable. My brain is absolutely over the moon. What? I'm so confused. It's so good. Thank you so much. I love it. When someone doesn't blow up at you when you expect them to is a weird feeling. Yes, absolutely. Sexuality, alcoholism, etc. These things aren't things we change anytime it's convenient. Who's saying that we are? I'd love to play Texas. Honestly, it doesn't matter where you get the book. It's signed on the website and it's not signed on Amazon. It's just yes. What did do? What did he do? Who do? Voodoo? the power of the babe. What babe? The power of voodoo, hoodoo, yoodoo. Huh. Sorry, chat went a bit quiet there for a little bit, and I think it's because I've got it set to the wrong settings. I did. Yes, I did. Whoops. I will have to end the stream soon, my dudes. I planned for a half-hour stream today. The personal message was true. Thank you so much. It made my day. Genuinely, I welled up. What did Joe do is what I meant. Oh, I don't know if Joe really wants me to say, but Joe gifted me with a housewarming gift. And it was a very stunning photograph that I just found out that he painted. So, genuinely looks like a photograph, but he's actually painted it. Unbelievable. Gigs. What about gigs? What? How do you keep upbeat about such awful things that happen to you? Oh, I dissociated. I'm not feeling the feelings of those things. If I was, then I'd be very upset. Half-hour amateur. I know. No, it's a photography. That's what I thought. And then I seen the no oils thing, and I was like, what does that mean? Did he draw? So he took a photo, but it's like an unbelievable photo. It's stunning. Like, it looks so, I don't know. I can't explain it. I think that's the difference in just like a photographer and somebody just taking a photograph of something. There's just this air in the image that's just like tranquil in the most beautiful way possible. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, but it's stunning and it's holding pride of place in my kitchen. Hi, Taryn. You gotta admit, sometimes the turn off emotions button is useful. It is. My mum was talking about some really dark stuff the other day, mainly me and my alcoholism, and she's telling me the story of what I did. And I just was like, emotions gone. My emotions just went out the door because I was like, hey, I gotta go to work after this, so I can't really be emotionally in this or I won't be able to work. It's not even a choice. Like, it's not even a choice. Like, I didn't choose to emotionally clock out, but my brain went, nope, can't do that. Cannot do that. Can't hack that. God bless her. I did put her through hell. Orlando, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, madness. But yeah, my guys, I'm going to dart. I'm going to go have a nice long bath. Probably eat some more snacks. I'm in that mood. I just want to eat everything mood. I'm going horse riding tomorrow, which I'm excited about. And a few other things. But guys, I'll see you next Friday. Hopefully all being well. I'll make some more notes for things to talk about. I feel very just out of the loop of it. And also just very exhausted. My horse riding lesson is in an indoor arena tomorrow. So, but yes, I'm going to go enjoy my Friday night, guys, before we start rehearsals again on Monday. So that'll be interesting. All right, my guys, just have the best weekend that you possibly can. I genuinely hope you have a great one. And thank you for hanging out with me and spending your Friday night with me. I appreciate it a lot.